Did you know that 90% of your financial struggles after a major loss have absolutely nothing to do with your job, your economy, or your skills? You are trapped in a biological and spiritual paradox. While you are desperately running toward wealth, your subconscious is screaming for a void that cannot be filled. You work 14 hours a day, you skip meals, you calculate every penny, yet your bank account remains a barren wasteland. Because you are bleeding from a wound you refuse to look at. In the realm of Dharma science, we call this the frequency of scarcity. When you experience a profound loss, the death of a loved one, a failed business, a shattered dream, your energy body develops a structural leak. This is the villain of our story, the ghost of loss. This entity lives in your shadow, convincing you that, because something precious was taken away, the universe is now your enemy. It turns your hard-earned money into digital rain that evaporates before it even touches your hand. You are not poor because of bad luck. You are poor because you are vibrating at the frequency of a ghost. My name is Peaceful Soul. I am not here to give you motivational cliches or empty promises. I am here as a researcher of the Dharma and a strategist of the mind. You have found this transmission because your soul is tired of the cycle. I demand 10 minutes of your absolute presence. In return, I offer you a sacred vow. By the end of this journey, we will seal the leak, dissolve the ghost of loss, and recalibrate your internal frequency to the abundance of the void. The Matrix tells you to work harder. The Dharma tells you to see clearer. Let us begin the surgery. Without a second of delay, let's unlock the first seal of your financial prison. Look at your hands. They are tired, aren't they? You have used them to build, to carry, and to fight. But in the invisible realm, those same hands are trying to hold water in a sieve. This is the anatomy of the scarcity seal. When loss strikes, especially the loss of someone or something that defined your security, your brain enters a permanent survival mode. In this state, your prefrontal cortex, the seat of your creative genius and wealth-building wisdom, literally shuts down. You are no longer a creator. You are a prey animal, hiding from a world you perceive as hostile. This is where the Matrix traps you. It tells you that if you just work one more hour, if you just take one more side hustle, you will find peace. It is a lie. You are trying to build a skyscraper on a foundation of quicksand. Every dollar you bring in is tainted by the adrenaline of fear. In the Dharma, we understand that money is not paper or numbers. It is energy, prana. When your energy is constricted by the grief of what you've lost, you create a repelling magnetic field. You are literally pushing opportunities away because your soul is still looking backward, mourning at the grave of your past. You think you are losing money because of the market? No. You are losing money because you are a vibrational match for loss. You have become an architect of your own famine. You spend your nights calculating debts, which only prays for more debt. This is the parasite feeding on your potential. But the scalpel is in your hand now. We are about to cut through this illusion and expose the mechanics of how your spirit can actually dictate your bank balance. If you don't stop this internal bleeding now, no amount of hard work will ever be enough. It's time to stop running and start seeing. You've been told that to get out of debt, you must work harder. But let's look at the cold, hard logic of the universe. If hard work equaled wealth, every construction worker would be a billionaire, and every exhausted mother would be a queen. There is a hidden gear in the machine of reality that you are missing. Science calls it quantum resonance. The Buddha called it karma. When you are in the middle of a loss, your brain is stuck in a scarcity loop. You are literally radiating a frequency that says, "I am lacking." And the universe, acting like a giant mirror, simply reflects that lack back to you in the form of bills and broken opportunities. You aren't just losing money. You are leaking the very energy that attracts it. I know the weight on your shoulders. I know the feeling of staring at a bank balance that doesn't reflect your worth or your effort. It feels like you're trying to run a marathon with lead boots, while everyone else is flying. This isn't because you are being punished. It's because your vibrational battery is drained from the grief you carry. In the Dharma, we understand that money is just frozen energy. If your heart is frozen in the past, your wealth will remain frozen too. You cannot invite a new guest into a house that is still filled with the ghosts of what you've lost. It's time to stop fighting the shadows and start fixing the light source. The logic is simple. To change the harvest, you must change the seed. Stop viewing money as something you earn and start seeing it as something you resonate with. We are going to shift your frequency from surviving to flowing by sealing the leaks in your soul. Let me tell you about Helen. 2 years ago, she was exactly where you are. She lost her husband and their family business in a single year. She was working 3 jobs, sleeping only 4 hours a night. Yet her debt grew like a malignant tumor. She was a spiritual martyr, believing that her suffering was the price she had to pay for her loss. She was doing everything right by the world's standards, but she was dying inside, and her finances showed it. Helen came to me not asking for a loan, but asking for a way to breathe again. We didn't talk about accounting. We talked about energy accounting. She realized she was treating her life like a funeral that never ended. Every dollar she earned was being offered to the altar of her grief. We began a 21-day practice of radical merit. Instead of hoarding her last $50 in fear, she used $5 to buy flowers for a stranger. She stopped trying to get and started becoming a channel. The moment she let go of the need to survive, the universe stopped treating her like a victim. Within 3 months, the miracles started. An old debt owed to her family was suddenly repaid out of nowhere. A creative project she had abandoned during her grief was picked up by a major investor. Helen didn't find more hours in the day. She found a different version of reality. She proved that when you heal the vibration of loss, the reality of lack dissolves. Now, I am going to show you the exact protocol Helen used. Are you ready to stop being a slave to your shadows and start being the architect of your abundance? Stop. Right now. If you are looking for a magical button to delete your debt, you are still dreaming. The real magic is in the architecture of your routine. Let's install the Infinity Vessel Protocol. This isn't just a ritual. It's a biological and spiritual rewiring. Starting tomorrow, for exactly 21 days, I demand your first 15 minutes of light. In the silence of dawn, the ambrosial hours, the veil between your subconscious and the cosmic bank is thinnest. You will not check your phone. You will not count your bills. You will sit in the center of your room and breathe as if you are inhaling liquid gold. This is the frequency of the void where nothing exists, yet everything is possible. I know the fear that keeps you awake at 3 a.m. It's a cold, suffocating weight. But listen to me, that fear is a liar. It lives in your past, feeding on the loss you've endured. When you breathe in this ritual, visualize that cold weight melting into a river of merit. Every breath is a repayment of your karmic debt. You are not a poor person trying to get rich. You are an infinite being reclaiming your throne. Feel the warmth of your ancestors' wisdom rising through your spine. They didn't survive so you could suffer. They survived so you could flourish. You are the healing point of your entire bloodline. Here is your zero-cost protocol every night. Before the darkness takes you, write down 3 merit seeds. Did you smile at a stranger? Did you hold the door? Did you choose peace over anger? These seeds are the currency of the Dharma. By documenting them, you force your brain to look for abundance instead of lack. This is how you kill the ghost of loss.
Start tonight. Not tomorrow. Tonight.
We are at the crossroads. Behind you is the matrix, a world of endless labor, high cortisol, and evaporating wealth. Before you is the Dharma flow. To cross, you need a vow of fire. This is not a promise to me. It is a treaty with the universe. You are signing your name in the stars, declaring that the cycle of working to survive ends with you. You are becoming a spiritual architect. Imagine your life a year from now. You wake up, and for the first time in a decade, there is no knot in your stomach. Your bank account is no longer a source of panic, but a tool for your purpose. You look at the memory of your loss, and instead of pain, you feel a profound, golden gratitude. It was the fire that forged you. You are standing before a sun made of liquid gold, and for the first time, you are not blinded by its light. You are part of it. You are home. To seal this covenant and unlock your secret gift, I need you to do two things. First, comment flow below to anchor your frequency in this community. Second, hit that follow button and turn on notifications. Why? Because tomorrow, I am releasing a specialized frequency calibration audio that you must use for your 21-day protocol. If you leave now, you leave alone. If you stay, we rebuild your empire together. I am peaceful soul, and I am committed to your awakening. The galaxy is no longer raining binary code. It is paving your golden path. Welcome to the 1%. Vibrate higher.